Welcome back to the Varkha Cholani channel. Today is the day of question and answers with Dear Varkha. Here goes. Should one marry only for love? One has to understand love before one decides whether to marry or not marry for it. Love is an intense involvement and attraction to a person or a thing. And because it is so intense, it is often irrational. In love, we only concentrate on a very small attribute of a person. So we either love their hair, or we love the color of their eyes, or we love how jocular and funny they are. And because we concentrate on such a small aspect of their personality type, we begin to only revel and uplift that. We don't see the person for the other facets that he or she brings. And unfortunately, therefore, because of a very narrow concentration, we usually land up making mistakes in love. So there is a saying, don't marry everyone you love. Don't marry everyone you love, because there'll be many people you will fall in love with, but they are not necessarily marriage material. But I continue the saying, and it says, but preferably do not marry someone you don't love. So loving someone has one facet to what would make a relationship work. But there are multifaceted other attributes that one needs to look out for if one wants to have a sustained, long-term, healthy, romantic and sexual relationship. What are some of those? Like-mindedness. Opposites don't attract. Yes, opposites only attract in electrodes and magnets, not in human relating. The more like-minded and similar a couple is, the higher the probability, the higher the chances that they would have a good, fulfilling and a sustained long-term relationship. So, like-mindedness, similarity of ideologies, of worldviews, outlook to life, and of course, similar natures. So, the more similar you two are, the better is the probability of love going along. Then of course, value systems, ideas of how to make money, how to spend money, ideas of parenting, ideas of how each one wants to fulfill their life, what are their worldviews on careers, on goals. Those other facets are very, very important for you to determine whether you should be taking this relationship ahead or not. So I repeat, don't marry everyone you love, but preferably don't marry someone you don't love. Take care and good luck. My twin toddlers are super energetic and quite a handful to deal with. While I can handle it, I can't avoid feeling irritable and annoyed with them. Is this normal for a mother to feel? So I read somewhere that having twins is actually like having 10 children all together at the same time. Yes, I know it could be quite a handful, but congratulations for admitting that it is sometimes quite exhausting to be running after these twins who are full of energy and beans and feeling exhausted and completely annoyed and irritated with them. Unfortunately, in our culture, parents find it extremely guilt-provoking to admit that their children can be quite a pain and can cause them some angst. And it is nice of you to have accepted that children are not always a bundle of joy, and they can be irritants and take away from time, energy and other aspects of life that may be sometimes more fulfilling to you. In fact, there is a new concept that has evolved now, parenting burnout, where today people who are so obsessed and constantly running after their children find it extremely hard to be able to take the breaks and take the rest and recreation that they may require to be a hands-on and an active and of course a much more happier and a much more relaxed parent. So yes, it's very normal for you to feel annoyed and irritated, and I think the more you give yourself the permission to experience those not so pleasant emotions, the less guilty you will feel. Of course, what does that mean? Maybe you need to learn how to delegate and do give some mundane, regular, monotonous tasks to house help or to other people who can contribute, so that you get your time out from the children. Good luck and take care. I have an extremely stressful job and the smallest inconvenience tends to tick me off. Could you give me a few tips on managing anger at the workplace? Many times, anger can be a manifestation of anxiety. As you said that your work is very stressful, Does it make you very anxious? What you do, say if you're trading, big bucks, being a surgeon, flying a plane, those are extremely sometimes nerve-wracking careers which can take a toll and make us constantly on edge and feel very, very anxious about what we are doing, because either there's big money at stake or sometimes there are people's lives at stake. So anger can often be a camouflage for anxiety. But let's assume your answer is no. I don't feel anxious, I enjoy my work, but at the same time, I feel that it is stressful. Is then anger a manifestation of your exhaustion, where you're completely spent and completely drained out because of the kind of work that you do? And maybe people are not accepting or realizing that your work takes a toll on your health and your mind space, and possibly don't give you that leeway or that space, so to speak. Please be aware that rest, recreation, relaxation, rejuvenation are the important hours that one needs to put into practice if one needs to feel less exhausted, because exhaustion makes us emotionally very fragile and susceptible to emotional upsetness, susceptible to mood swings, susceptible and vulnerable to any irritant which actually would be very minute, but because we haven't rested and maybe relaxed enough, it becomes extremely provocative and can ignite us for no reason at all. So I'd say, see that you rest enough, sleep enough, and of course eat enough to manage that mood vulnerability that may be coming because of the kind of work that you do. So do practice the 4 R's: rest, relaxation, rejuvenation and recreation. Take care and good luck. Thank you for watching the Varkha channel. If you like what you see, please do hit the like button, do share my video, and of course, continue to subscribe. You can write to me at varkha@varkhacholani.com. I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Till then, it's goodbye and thank you.